might pull some sticks here. So anyways, this is the page 217. Homework for tonight is pages 217 and 218. So I'm looking at the first problems here. It says use place value blocks to help. You don't need to do that. I'm not worried about that. But let's look at number one. How about number one here together? And you don't have room to do the work here, so I'm just using a sticky note. So it's 14, okay, into 966. Well, 14 into 96, gosh, I don't know how many times, but I'm thinking in my head, I'm going to change 14 to 15. And I'm just going to go 15 plus another 15 is what? 30, plus another 15 is 45, plus another 15 is 60, plus another 15 is 75, plus another 15, 75, 80 be 90. Well, that's pretty darn close. So again, I'm just doing this, mentally and saving myself a lot of work here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So I'll say 14. That's going to be pretty close times 6, because 14 was pretty close to 15. So 6 times 4 is 24. Put down the 4, carry the 2. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 2 more is 84. Well, if I added another 14, it's going to be too much. That's going to be 98. So it's 96 is what our target is. So it's going to have to be 84. And I'll subtract that. So 14 went in, 84 was 6 times, so I'll put a 6 right there. Now I'm going to subtract 4 from 6 is 2 left over. 8 from 9 is 1 left over, so 12. Now what do? Well, I have to bring down the 6. 126. Oh my gosh, well, I don't know how many times 14 goes into 126. But what I did do is I already did it 6 times, and that was, what, 84. So I'm going to start with 84. And if I added 14, what's that going to be? 98. Well, I kind of actually already did that one. So 98 plus 14. 8 and 4 is 12. Put down the 2, carry the 1. That's 11, 112. So that's still not there. I'll add another 14. 126. Yeah, 126. That's perfect. So I'm going to say 126, remainder 0. So it went in, let's see, that was 6 times. There's 7. There's 8. So the answer for number 1 is 68 without a remainder. Okay? Let's look down a little bit lower. I'm in set G now. Let's look at number 4. So that's what, 47 into 5,170. All right, well, 47 goes into 51 once. I'm going to subtract that. So that's going to be 4 left over, right? Next thing I do is pull down a number. I'll use 7. Well, that's worked out. 47 goes into 47 once. What's left over? Nothing. But I'm not done yet. And this was a question a week or so ago some of you made a mistake on. You still need to include the next 0 and ask yourself, does 47 go into that? It does not. And so you'd put up a 0. And so there's the answer. It's 110. 47 goes into 5,170, 110 times. Now let me pull a stick here. I have a question. We'll start with 20 points. Mr. Wickland, for 20 points, if I wanted to check to see if this answer was correct, what would I do? Multiply what?
47, 110.
Perfect. Put up 20 points. So let's do that. I'm going to put up 110 right here. and I'm going to multiply that by 47. Now, if I'm correct, my answer that I get should match that. So let's see here. So 7 times 0, 7 times 1 is 7, 7 times 1 is 7. So I'm going to put my placeholder there. 4 times 0 is 0, 4 times 1 is 4, and 4. So now I'm adding those up. 0 and 0, 0 and 7. 7 and 4 is 11, carry the 1. Look at that, it matches. 5,170, 5,170, okay? So the answer to number 4 was 110, okay? Let's look at the next page. So the left side of the page here, under the set H, it's just an example. But let's look at these problems here. And I actually, in my other class, who was it? Somebody, made a mistake. I don't remember who it was that corrected me in my thinking. But they came up and showed me a mistake that I made. Anyways, so let's take a look here. It says a football coach spent a total of $890, including a $50 tax for 35 shirts for the team. It says each shirt costs the same amount. What was the price of one shirt before the tax was added? So it says a total, and it says including $50. So that means the first thing we need to do, it says before the tax was added, we need to subtract the tax. So it's going to be 890 subtracting 50 equals, and I'll just say X. Okay, and you guys could write that down. Then whatever X is, that's going to be divided by 35. Okay? And that will be your answer. Number 2 says a gymnast practices 6 days each week. She practices the same number of hours each day. If she practices a total of 120 hours in a 4-week period, oh my gosh, how many hours each day does she practice? Okay. So the first thing we want to do is 120 divided by 4. Okay? 120 divided by 4, that's going to equal something. And again, I'll just call it X. And then X is going to be divided by something. All right, let me pull a stick here. We'll start with 20 points. Miss Thornburg. For 20 points, when we get our answer here, what's that divided by? Because we have 120 hours being divided by the 4-week period. And then they're asking how many hours each day does she practice? Well, whatever our answer is here, we need to divide that by something. What would we divide it by? We used 120 hours. We used the 4-week period. We need to divide that answer by something. Ms. Thornburg, what do you think?
6.
Yeah, very good. Okay, divided by 6 equals, and that's going to be your answer. That's going to be the hours each day that she practices, because that's what they're asking. How many hours each day does she practice? So make sure you label these. If you put the right answer, and let's say the right answer was 11, and you don't put hours each day, it's going to be marked wrong tomorrow. Okay? Hopefully everybody's got that. Next one, number 3. Nathan works the same number of hours each day, 5 days a week. He earns $12 per hour. Last week he earned $420. How many hours did he work each day last week? Write equations to model your work. Okay. Well, they don't give you much room to work on these. So number 3 here. It's going to be 420. That's how much he earned. 420 divided by well, let's see here. Oh, Ms. Thornburg, you put up your 20 points. Mr. Shahan, 420 divided by what? What do you think?
12.
Yeah, very good. 12. Okay. Equals X. I'm not going to tell you what X is. I'll let you figure that out. Okay. And then X is going to be divided by something. Okay. We've dealt with the 12 hours a week and the 420. Mr. Shahan, go ahead and put up your 20 points. I want to know what our answer would be divided by. Ms. Campa, what do you think?
5.
Yeah, correct. You got it. By 5. Equals, and again, that will be your answer. Now make sure you label your answer. Okay? It's going to be something hours. All right, number 4. A high-rise apartment building has 15 floors with 26 apartments. Okay? My inclination is to immediately multiply 15 by 26, but let's wait and see what else they say. There are 3 kinds of apartments in the building, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom. Okay, so the building has the same number of each kind of apartment. Okay, so what they're saying by this is that if, let's say there was 80 one-bedroom apartments. Well, if they have the same number of each kind, that means there's going to be 80 two-bedroom apartments and also 80 three-bedroom apartments. And I have a feeling that's what we're going to have to figure out. It says how many of each kind of apartment are in the building. So sure enough, show your work. So it's going to be, if it was just one floor, it's going to be 15 times 26. Okay. Well, it's not one floor, though. It'd be 1 times 26, because on one floor there's 26. But it's not one floor, it's 15 floors. So whatever that is, we'll just call it X. I'm going to let you guys figure that one out. And whatever that answer is, you're going to divide that by something. X is being divided by something. And for 20 points, let me pull a stick here. Miss Jennings, what do you think? What do you think X would be divided by?
3.
Yeah, 3. Nicely done. Put up 20 points because whatever X is, there's 3 kinds of apartments. And so whatever your answer is here,
Mr. G, was there anything taken that you're aware of? Just want to make sure
Oh.
the police are here.
no, not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So, so there's going to be, I don't know what the answer is. This is not the right answer, but let's just say it was 42. Okay, 42 is not the right answer. But if it was, it would mean there was 42 one-bedroom and 42 two-bedroom and 42 three-bedroom. Okay, because that's what they're looking for. They want to know how many one-bedroom, two-bedroom, three-bedrooms there are. And they said there was the same number of each. Okay? So again, 42 is not the correct answer. You'll have to figure that out on your own. Okay. Everybody repeat after me. Let's see here.
Can I say something?
No, do you want to say something to YouTube? Come on up here, Mr. Coggin. No. Well, right now it's just Mr. Coggin. Come on, over here. Over here. Okay, so say it nice and loud. You got to. I'd let you come up here and do this now. So this has got to be legit. There's no messing around. I mean, this is a great privilege I'm giving you.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
So first off, say, Mom,
Mom,
I love you.
I love you.
Okay, now you're addressing the class. I want you to say, ladies,
Ladies,
I think
I think
you look
you look
lovely today.
lovely today.
Have a wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day.
Okay, say goodbye.
Goodbye. Make sure to like